It never looks like abuse while it's happening. Nobody ever gets hit before they get held. That's the part nobody tells you. It starts soft. It starts with someone who just cares this much. And by the time you realize the door is locked, you're the one who handed over the key. If you're new here, welcome. This is The Unseen Mind, where we decode the real psychology hiding inside every relationship. The boiling frog. Here's the damn trick of it. Nothing ever happens all at once. Day one, nobody's controlling anybody. Day one is text back fast, plans made easy, a level of attention that feels like winning the lottery. Nobody signs up for a cage, they sign up for a feeling. The cage gets built one bar at a time, and every single bar is small enough that fighting about it would make you look crazy. First it's, I just don't love it when you go out without me, I miss you too much. Fine, sweet even. 6 months later, it's a full interrogation every time you grab a beer with your boys and you're the one apologizing for going. Nobody clocks the shift in real time because you're never comparing today to day one. You're only ever comparing today to yesterday, and yesterday was almost exactly the same. That's the whole con. Abuse doesn't announce itself with a headline. It moves in through inches, and inches don't set off alarms. You want to catch it? Stop grading the relationship against last week. Grade it against year one. Pull the receipts. If the version of caring you're living inside now would have had you running for the hills back at the start, you're not in a relationship anymore. You're in a slow boil, and somebody's had their hand on the dial the entire time. The jackpot effect. You know what keeps a man in a bad hand at the casino? It's not the losses. It's the one time he hit big. Same math runs a relationship straight into the ground. A partner who's cold, controlling, checked out, then suddenly, out of nowhere, the most loving, attentive, can't keep their hands off you version of themselves you've ever seen. That whiplash isn't an accident, and it damn sure isn't romance. It's a reward on a random schedule, and random rewards are the most addictive thing the human brain will ever encounter. More addictive than a reward you can count on, because your brain can't stop chasing the next unpredictable hit. You start explaining away the bad weeks because you remember exactly how good the good weeks felt, and you're convinced that version is who they really are underneath it all. It's not. The bad weeks are who they are. The good weeks are the hook. Every fisherman knows you don't catch anything by starving the bait. You make it irresistible right before you set it. If the best version of your partner only shows up after they've put you through hell, you're not in love. You're in a slot machine, feeding it everything you've got, praying for the next payout. The reality rewire. This is the one that does the real damage, and it's the one almost nobody names correctly because it's got 100 small faces. It's the "that never happened," the "you're remembering it wrong," the "you're too sensitive" said so many times in so many different arguments that you eventually stop trusting your own read on your own life. That's not a personality clash. That's a rewire, and it's happening on purpose or not, but it's happening. Here's the mechanism. Your brain trusts two things to build reality: what you experienced and confirmation from the people around you that what you experienced actually occurred. Take away the second piece consistently enough, and the first piece starts to wobble too. You stop trusting your own gut because your gut's been wrong so many times according to the one person you check it against. That's how a grown man ends up apologizing for being upset about something he watched happen with his own two eyes. Ask yourself something, and don't rush the answer. When's the last time you trusted your own memory of a fight without needing them to confirm it first? Sit with that. If you had to think about it, that's not a small thing. That's the floor moving underneath you, one denial at a time. The slow fade last piece, and it's the quiet one, which is exactly why it's the dangerous one. Nobody gets told to cut off their friends. That would set off every alarm you've got. Instead, it's one friend becoming the bad influence. It's family visits turning into arguments so consistently that you just stop scheduling them. It's your world getting smaller by 100 tiny, reasonable-sounding decisions until one day you look up and the only voice left checking your reality is the one that's been rewriting it. That's not isolation happening to you. That's isolation happening for a reason, whether the person doing it could say that reason out loud or not. Because a man with 3 people in his corner can get a reality check any night of the week. A man with 1 person in his corner only gets 1 version of the truth, and it's whatever version he's handed. That's not a coincidence. That's the architecture. If something in this video just hits you like a truck, drop it in the comments. I want to know which point broke you. And subscribe if you haven't yet, because what we cover next is going to make tonight's video look like a bedtime story. Here's what I want you to sit with tonight. If you had to leave tomorrow, is there anyone left in your life who'd actually notice? Or has your world gotten so small that the only person who'd know is the one who made it that size?